Everybody, Deon Turner, public policy advocate with Inner City Law Center. Little bit, we are the only legal services provider located in Skid Row. We advocate for equitable housing policies and provide legal services to prevent and end homelessness. And so on that today, I'll share why it is essential for the city, county, and state to codify the right to a renter's council as a preventative solution to LA's homelessness crisis. You can go next. In LA, over 70% of renters are rent burdened. 500,000 plus families in LA County earning less than $55,000 per year cannot afford the home that they currently live in. LASA even recorded that 59% of newly homeless individuals cite economic hardship as the main reason for homelessness. And this burden, we know that is not evenly distributed. Black and Latino families are more likely to be severely rent burdened and evicted than white families. Furthermore, single mothers of color are the most likely to be evicted out of all these populations. Evictions are usually devastating and fuel the housing and homelessness crisis. Many end up homeless due to eviction, which results in ineligibility to rent based off of credit record, and thus individuals cannot find the housing that they can afford. Where in California, an estimated 1 million tenants may face involuntary displacement each year. Eviction cases usually take about 30 days or less, and they are rapidly resolved, as other civil cases usually take about a year. Evictions, whether through a formal court proceedings or other method of involuntary displacement, are a direct cause and even a pipeline to homelessness. We need to divert resources to keeping families housed. Having an attorney in an eviction case increases a family's chance of avoiding homelessness by over 70%. Evictions result in an unequal power by targeting people of color and low-income communities. Especially female-headed households of color and Black people experience a higher eviction rate overall. This means that these populations are 4 times more likely to experience homelessness in LA. And we need racially equitable laws that stabilize rents and prevent evictions, which directly address the underlying causes of housing instability. And the right to counsel framework has been tried, tested, and even proved. Cities that codified the right to counsel have reduced displacement and even saved money. New York, 86% of tenants who had a lawyer kept their housing, and even the experts agree that the city will save more than 200 million based on reduced homelessness services costs. The LA Right to Counsel project or the Shriver project proved favorable outcomes for 89% of tenants in those cases. And recently with our Stays Housed LA program, we've had over 900 new cases that supported tenants, and thousands have even called in to learn about their rights and to know what they can do with their information. And finally, some policy recommendations. The Right to Counsel Coalition recommends a robust eviction defense through a codified right to counsel that represents families earning at or below 80% of the area median income. This should be accompanied with a strong and enforceable tenant anti-harassment ordinance that protects tenants from tactics of displacement. There needs to be targeted outreach where landlords, usually corporate landlords, are systematically displacing their tenants. And so we ask you and urge you to call your local rep to codify this right to counsel to protect the housing of thousands of vulnerable tenants, especially as we continue to endure this pandemic. So thank you all, and I look forward to seeing you in this homelessness.